Hi everybody, welcome back for the very last card in today's card class, the April card class. And here is the fifth and final card design that we're going to be making. We've got some more layering with that lovely vellum. We've got a little bit more blending on the background there, and I've swapped it up a little bit, and we've got our sentiment stamped onto craft card there. Look at the sparkle on those two little gems there, aren't they pretty? So let's get cracking. We're going to start with a card base cut from Night of Navy card, and this is a book fold card, so it opens like a book. We have a couple of extra layers. We've got a piece of white that's going to go in the centre, like so. And then on the front we've got a layer of crumb cake card that we're going to stick down flat. And then, rather than sticking our vellum to our DSP, we're going to stick the vellum, the piece of vellum that we've used, to a piece of white card. And I'm just going to use little dots of glue sort of randomly so that it sticks down nicely. Make sure you line up the edges quite well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just turn this corner over a bit, just sort of give it a little bit of texture, and then we can stick that down to our card front. Like so. Okay, so the next part, we have got a doily, and that is the Misty Moonlight doily that I have just here, and I am going to cut this in half as well, just to make these doilies go that little bit further. Okay. And then I have got my lovely label die that we're going to add a little bit of detail to with a mask, much like we did in card number 2. And I'm using a different mask this time. I'm using this one here that comes from the mini catalogue. I'm going to pop that down, and then I'm going to pop my mask over the top. Again, I'm going to use Sahara Sand ink, and I'm going to go quite lightly with my ink blending. I don't want it to be too dark, like so. And I love this embossing powder, it's really delicate, really pretty. So I'll just hold that up so you can see that a bit better. So it's very light, I haven't pressed too hard at all, and this is going to get stuck down onto our card front with some dimensionals. That's going to go roughly in the centre. Okay. We've then got our doily to stick on. I'm going to stick it down over the top of our label die this time. And that's going to go roughly there so that we get a nice little overhang here. Okay. We've then got our flower that I thought I had here, but he seems to have gone a walkabout. I've got my die, but I haven't got my flower, and do you know what, that's okay. Let's stamp it again. Oh no, here it is, I found it. It's under my trimmer. Here we go, this is our flower. So our flower, I'm going to attach it to the card to cover up this edge of that doily. So I'm going to attach it about there, and I'm going to stick it down with some pads. Just be mindful that when you're sending these cards that they don't need additional postage. Okay, so that's going to sit just there like so. And then we have our banner. Okay, so with the banner I'm going to stamp my sentiment, and the sentiment is, you are a real blessing to everyone around you. How lovely is that? I'd love it if someone sent me a card with that on. It'd make my year, I think. So let's just give that a nice stamp. And then we're going to try and stamp this straight on our banner. Not bad, everybody. Not bad at all. Okay. Now this we're going to stick down like so. And I'm just going to tuck it under the flower ever so slightly. Nice. And then we've got a couple of little floral pieces. Here they are. So I've got one that I'm going to stick in here. And this one is going to come in down there to just fill in that sort of space there. And there we have it, gang. That is the 5th and final card in this month's card class, all finished. I hope you enjoyed making the cards as much as I enjoyed designing them. If you have any variations on the cards, I'd love to see them. If you've got any feedback for me, I'd love to hear it. And if you wanted to join in with next month's class, booking is now open. And will be focused on New Horizons suite from the January to June mini catalogue and the Artfully Composed suite. I do hope you will join me. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit subscribe to see future tutorials from me. And thank you very much for joining me today. Take care. Bye for now.